Okay, please, are we going to learn everything about data analysis in this 14 days, or there's a master class?
Now, this is a basic class, and
Okay.
later we have an advanced class whereby these modules will be break down into session. Like when we're talking about Excel is broad. We can now go on. You, if you want to master Excel, learn more on Excel and you focus on that. If we are going to data analysis itself using Python, you can now learn more on the analysis aspect of it and focus on that. If you want to go into data modeling itself, you learn more about the modeling and you focus on it. But for now, we are giving us the basics of data science and analytics in general. That's what this workshop is all about. I think I'm able to
Oh,
answer your question.
yeah. Thank you, sir.
Sorry,
You're welcome.
can I add something to your answer?
Yes, you can go ahead, ma.
Yes, I wanted to say that 14 days is like too short to be able to learn like the whole of data science. Even data analysis can't be learned in 14 days. So one of the main goals of this workshop is to give you like a good impression of what data science and data analysis is, so that when you start to take like a concrete course, you wouldn't feel like completely lost. Like you kind of have an idea of what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, so it's not that you're going to learn everything and after the 14 days, like you become a professional data scientist. No, it's just to give you like some sort of introduction.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mariam Bimisola, you can go ahead and ask your question.
All right, thank you. Good evening.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
my question is are we starting with data analysis or we are going to data science straight?
Okay. Now, data analysis and data science are the same. You cannot be a data scientist without you knowing analysis. We are the journey of being a data scientist, you have to pass through the analysis stage. That's why we are taking it as a data science journey, whereby you know the basics of the analysis and the science itself. As we
Okay,
mentioned earlier, the class is a basics, know the basics to appreciate what data science is all about.
okay. I want to know, like, concerning this workshop now, is it going to be that we're going to use Python directly, or we are starting from Excel, Power BI, or like that, or we are just using Python as a tool alone?
Yes, the first class and the second class, up to like the third class, will be on Excel, while the rest of the class will be on Python.
All right, yeah, thank you. Because I was expecting a Python class initially, but since you have mentioned Excel, it's okay. Thank you for the opportunity.
Sorry, can I say something?
Yes, you can go ahead, Yusuf.
Yeah. So it's just like beginners for Excel, like just going to know basic calculation in Excel. Majorly the whole class is going to be on Python. But for the beginner stage, you're just going to use like Excel for like 2 to 3 days. Then we'll take over to Python, then move to machine learning aspects.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf. Uh, Abubakar Bello,
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, please. Are you going to teach us how to install the packages?
We
Because
can hear you clearly. Please move closer to your mic.
can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay, are you going to teach us how to install the packages like this Jupyter?
Yes, we are going to teach you. We're going to teach you.
Okay, so what about the slide? Are you going to share it with us?
What do you say?
yes,
The slides.
Any material we are going to use there, we share it with you people.
Okay, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. Abubakar Sadisu Mukhtar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Good evening, all of you. Good evening, all the people present. Please, I have a simple question. I don't know whether as I can see that you have started displaying some slides. So my question is that whether if we are going to get slide after the session or not.
Yes,
That's
somebody
my
just
question.
asked this same question. You get all the material used, data set, and the slides. You get it. Anytime they use it
All right.
after that
Okay.
particular
I'm
session,
sorry.
you get it.
All right. All right. I don't know whether maybe there was some network. I couldn't hear when he asked. Sorry, sir. Thank you for attending.
You're welcome. I think with this, no more question. In the absence of no question, I can hand over the floor to the instructor for today to start class.
Good evening, everyone. Like I said earlier, my name is Precious Ugbesia. So I am going to be starting with the class. So I'm going to give like the basic introductions, like what data analytics is all about and the likes. So first off, before you talk about data analytics, you know that you have to like talk about data. So a simple definition of data here is data is a collection of facts that can be used to draw conclusions, make predictions, and assist in effective decision makings. In a layman terms, data is raw facts, like we all know from our secondary school, primary school, and the rest. So moving into data analytics is the use of this data to draw meaningful insights, to draw conclusions. Data analytics is the science of extracting trends, patterns, and relevant information from raw data to draw conclusion. The reason for data analytics basically is just to draw a conclusion on any given set of data. So data analytics is the method of conveying meaningful information from a set of data, like making data understandable to the layman, for maybe like something that a layman is not supposed to understand. Just imagine somebody bringing a set of data to your screen and then they're just showing you everywhere. You're just seeing numbers and the likes. You may not really understand it, but the essence of data analytics is to help you understand what that data, what a particular data is talking about, like everything the data is talking about. Then it will help you to draw meaningful conclusions from that particular data, and like you'll be able to like see things that can happen in future. You'll be able to forecast what can happen in future and the likes. So in data analytics, there are different aspects of data analytics. We have the normal data analyst role, then we have the business analysts, we have the database administrators, we have data engineers, we have data scientists, and then we have machine learning engineers. So going to the types of data analytics, we have descriptive data analytics. As the name implies, you describe the problem. It is categorized by you just representing what the old data set is talking about using basic visualizations. Then diagnostic. It is a deep dive into the old data analytics process. This will help you to understand what has happened, like what made what happened to happen in the first place. Then we have predictive. This uses historical data to make accurate forecasts for future purposes, like make you draw conclusions for what will happen in future. You'll be able to like tell that, okay, if this and this is not done, then the company is most likely to suffer or stuff like that. Or maybe if we do this and we do that, there's a probability that we would actually have increased sales and stuffs. And then there is prescriptive. This part of data analytics tells you the next level, like what you can actually do to remedy the situation. As the name implies, for example, you're prescribing, the way doctors and nurses work in the hospital, like they prescribe drugs for you after knowing the whole problem and stuff. So that's how this predictive is. So then we have to talk about the benefits of data analytics. The number one benefit is the fact that it helps us to make improved decisions. Like it helps us to avoid guessworks. We can make meaningful decisions. We don't just make decisions out of, okay, this is what I think, or this is what should be, or stuff like that. When after you have studied the data, then you'll be able to like make decisions that would actually benefit the company. Then it will also increase efficiency and productivity. It also enhance customer experience. That means it will definitely help you when your productivity, and when you make the right decisions, you tend to like satisfy your customers more. You tend to like check for things that, okay, this was what made most of our customer, made us to have a very high churning rate last year. So these are the things that we should avoid so that our customers will be satisfied with our services. And then it improves risk management. Like I said earlier, it improves decision making. That decision, when you make the right decision, you don't spend money for the wrong things. You actually channel your resources to what you know will yield good results. Then it's also help you to stand out among your competitors. So basic analytical tools, we have Monkey we have RapidMiner, we have Nine, we have Talent, we have Excel, we have Power BI, we have Tableau, we have R, we have Python, we have Click, we have SQL programming language. So like I said earlier, I mentioned data science as part of the subsets of the general analytical process. So what is the duty of a data scientist? A data scientist helps businesses to make conclusions by using advanced level data techniques. They are usually the most senior in the data team. They are responsible for mining and cleaning of data. They perform ad hoc data mining. They design and evaluate advanced statistical models to work on big data. They interpret the analytical process. They take input from data analysts and engineers to formulate the results. They also prepare reports for relevant stakeholders. They adopt new business approaches. So I'll be talking about some of the few differences between the job of a data scientist and data analyst. Data scientists are professionals who arrive at business conclusion by using advanced level data techniques. While data analysts, they collect, process, perform analysis on large data sets. They perform data handling, modeling, and reporting. Then number two, a data scientist pre-process data, they interpret data, They build machine learning models. They build data visualizations too. While a data analyst gather data through querying, understanding the requirements, they filter and clean data, they prepare summary reports. Then skill sets needed to be a data scientist. You must be good with Microsoft Excel, Python, CTT, Java, Perl, and SQL. You should also have a good knowledge of machine learning and deep learning. Then for data analysts, you should also be good with Excel, Python, R, JavaScript, SAS, and SQL. You must be able to create visually appealing reports using data visualization tool. You must also have good sense of presentation. So basically that's the introductory part that I have to like give. Then we'll be going into the basic part of Excel too. So please, you just hold on for a minute so while I connect to my system so I can share my screen. Okay, so before we go into Excel proper, I would like to talk about who an analyst is. An analyst is the person who gathers data, studies it, and produces conclusions based upon what they find. They look to find patterns within data sets and they make meaningful decisions and changes based on what they learn. Analysts work in a wide range of industry, helping to improve efficiency and making strategic decisions. Why choose a career in data analysis and data science? Very high salary. Most people just come into, we know that, okay, yes, there's this part is true about data science and data analytics, but then we should also understand that learning in these aspects is continuous. So we can not stop learning because new trends are coming up every day. And for us to be up to date and relevant in the market, we should also always try to like improve our knowledge. Then another reason is the fast growing industry with skilled workers in demand. Like there's always need for data scientists and data analysts. When you are skilled, there's always an opening for you. And then there's a lot of room for career advancement. Then wide varieties of role in the field. And then there are very few mandatory qualifications. Most employers in the field, they are majorly interested with what you can offer. Like nobody, though certificates are important, but then everybody wants to see that, okay, this person, this is what you can give, this is what you can do to help us improve. Not just okay, I can do this or I can do that, but then your CV is showing something and then your experience or what you can actually perform is showing otherwise. So that's the thing. That's why you need to keep learning. So I would be opening my I'll be sharing my screen very soon. So I expect all of us to pay key attention. Okay, so before that, I would like to also talk about the basic things that, as a data analyst, because majorly I'm talking based on the data analytics aspect, because me, I'm into data analytics. So the basic things that data analysts use Excel for. So definitely, as a data analyst or a data scientist, you should be very conversant with basic Excel formulas like referencing, VLOOKUP, date and time function, and the likes. That a whole lot of them that you can always check online on different channels, so to update your skill on. I'm very sorry for the delay. The network is quite slow, so please pardon me. What is this? Sorry, I'm coming. 38. Okay. Oh. Sherry, please, if you can see my screen, drop me an eye in the in-call message area. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen. We can see your screen.
Okay. Okay. So okay, so the first question in this part says populates :E to calculate leads per call, :C divided by :B, :C divided by :B, and double click the lower left right corner of the cell to apply the formula down to all rows. So what you want to do first things first is, whenever you're working with Excel formula, whenever you're working with Excel formula, the first thing you want to do is to impute your equal to sign, and then from this example here,
Hello,
say
sorry, please,
:C.
I can't see your screen.
Okay. Please, can anyone else not see my screen?
Well, we can
I can
see your
see your
I
screen.
screen.
guess
I can
maybe
see your
Can see
screen.
probably
your
it should be
screen.
your network. You can, yes, you can just log out and log in again. Thank you.
But please, where did you read the question from, Ma?
The questions are behind it. You can see populate column E to calculate leads per call.
Okay, okay, thank you.
So sorry, Precious is having network issues. So is there any question regarding what she had said? Any question?
Sorry, can you just do a brief recap of what she has said?
Okay, what she's trying to explain data analytics and data science, and she's trying to differentiate between the two of them. And she's explaining the languages you can use for data analytics, like Tableau, like R language, like Excel. Then for data science, you can make use of R language, you can make use of Python, you can make use of Jupyter notebook. She's just trying to expatiate more on the two. Then she's now trying to like make some little calculation on Excel, then trying to explain what how Excel work, because you cannot jump to data science without understanding the knowledge of Excel. Then she's just trying to like give us some brief workings on how to make use of Excel for calculations and all. Though these are just like the intro to the class that we're having. This is just like you having little knowledge about how Excel work before we can say yes, we are moving to data science field, and how to like make use of it for machine learning, how to predict and all. So regarding what, sorry, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can.
Hello, can you?
So
Yes, we can hear
regarding,
you.
so she what she has just been saying is differences between data analytics and data science. So she has explained a lot about it for us. And what she's trying to say is there are different tools you can use for data analytics, and there are different tools you can use for data science. Though there are some tools that are very common to both of them, like R language, like Python. So and you cannot jump from data science, you cannot jump data analytics without understanding, you cannot jump to data science without understanding what data analytics is. So that's what she's trying to like explain the differences between them. And she's trying to do a little calculation in Excel. Okay, how to like, because mostly when you talk about data, your data is either in Excel format, either in JSON file, or either in Twitter based. So depending on the kind of API, rather, depending on the kind of data you are working with, everything has to do with something you need to understand what it is all about. So she's just trying to explain how Excel works to us. So from what she has said, any question? Can everybody hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can. Yes, we
So is there
can.
any question? Is there any
Yes, we
Yes,
can
question
hear
regarding
you.
this?
yes, in a
Is there any,
situation where we're given data,
okay?
how will a data scientist handle it? In what way do you think data scientists will handle a given raw data different
A
from
given raw
how a data analyst will handle it?
the thing is, data analytics, what they do to data is they majorly they visualize data. They explain how data works to us. They visualize it. When you visualize data, you get to understand it more. Like a data that is given to us, probably name of schools, and name of cars. When you see the visualization of those things in terms of graphical representation, you tend to understand it better than the raw data. But what data scientists do is they predict that, okay, this particular column contains more of schools than um than cars. So data science really deals with prediction. Data analytics deals with more of visualization. Though data science too needs to do some visualization before you can predict. But majorly the target of a data scientist to data analytics is data analytics, they deals with more visualization, while data science deals with more of predictive analysis or comparative analysis. Do you understand?
Thank you, sir.
So first and foremost, when you are given a raw data, you need to understand the concept of the data first. You need to understand what you are deriving from the data, especially if they give you data that you are not really good with, or they didn't even give you the description of the data. They just ask you that, okay, work on this data. So you need to first of all, you need to understand what data is. Do you get?
All right, sir.
I've answered your question.
Yes, very well, sir.
Okay. Any other question, please? Any other question? Okay, please you can talk. Please you can talk. I saw someone raising up his hand. Please you can talk. Okay, so there's no question, right?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you. I
Yeah,
can hear
like
you.
you said, visualization of data. Does that actually mean making it presentable?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Visualization of data, does it mean making it presentable?
Visualization of
Data,
uh
does it mean making it presentable?
does it mean what? I can't really hear. Can you move closer to your mic?
Making it
You said making it
presentable.
presentable.
Yes. Yes, it makes it more presentable.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so for you with the question of visualization of data, what he means is there are instances where you have a data that has so many columns and so many rows, and it's not possible for you to just look at that information like maybe in an Excel sheet and understand what's going on in the data. You can't say where you have maybe some highest value. You can't say how many, for instance, if your data has maybe names of people and their genders. You can't say, are there more females than males? You can't say it by just looking at the table. So usually data analysts usually plot graphs of the data. So you see it in a visual format. So when a data is represented visually, it is very, very easy to understand because you just see it with your eyes. Where you have like highest values, like you see that, like it's very easy to understand, unlike when the data isn't just it's just an Excel file. So data analysts analyze data, and the analysis is usually done by maybe doing some computations on the data and then visualizing the data, while data scientists make use of the analysis that is already done to make predictions on data. So if you're a data scientist, you first have to do the work of a data analyst before you can add something to it, and you say, okay, you've done the work of a data scientist. Do you understand?
Sorry, let me come again. That means like a data analyst now presents it like in the form of bar charts, pie charts,
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
then
Line graphs, histograms.
who actually does the interpretation of those data being
Who does
presented
what?
by, who does the interpretation of them being presented by the
Yes,
data analyst?
it's a data analyst does it. Usually, like when a data analyst works on the data, after like analyzing the data and visualizing it, then he's done with his job. All he has to do is to present the data to whatever company he's working for. While for a data scientist, if you do the analysis, you're not yet done. That isn't what you have to okay, it might be part of what you will have to present to those you're working for, but like you would have more work to do than just like analyzing and plotting graphs and all. Did I answer your question correctly?
What does the data analyst does his work actually also, sorry, data scientist does his work actually entails both interpretation of those data being presented?
Yes, if you're a data, if you want to do like a prediction analysis on a data, it's not possible for you to do it without first understanding what the data is like. So trying to understand, like trying to find like trends and understand some facts about the data is what is a data analyst's job. So as a data scientist, you would also do a data analyst's job.
Okay, I understand.
Yes.
That
Yes.
means there's a limit for an analyst, but where the limit stops, the data scientist
Okay, let me take it
goes
over
beyond
from
that.
there. Let me
Yes,
take it over
something
from
like that. Yeah.
So let me just add to what she has said. A data scientist does not really go deep into visualization, but you need to visualize some of your data to understand the concept of what you are doing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Okay, but a data analytics, you need to visualize the data. All you have to do is get some nice insights from a particular data and give us a very good outcome. All you have to do is visualizing. But a data scientist, they don't really focus on your graphical representation, which is the analytics part. They don't really focus on that. All they want is the predictive. Let's say you are predicting a certain amount of things, or probably we are predicting whether a boy is more than a girl in the particular data. We are predicting whether a lady is more than a guy, blah blah blah, something like that. So what they really focused on is your output, your results, your percentage of the data of the algorithms you have used. You know, there are a lot of algorithms in machine learning that you use to get particular results. So when you get those results, that is what the company will be like, okay, we're having a 90% accuracy of this particular thing. That is for data science. But in data analytics, you don't go deep. That's why data science is like an advancement to data analytics. Do you get?
Yeah, I guess you know.
So are we cool with that?
Yeah, good.
Okay. So any other question? Okay, so the time is up already. We'll continue tomorrow with calculation on Excel before we now move to proper data cleaning, data analytics, and jumping into machine learning. So thank you very much for joining today. Please fill in the attendance sheets that has been sent to the group already. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining.
Alpha, sono from Munasawa. Send him from Munasawa. Isn't Telegram? Yes, I answered that. Say that email.